Well, hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the JRD Dance Media Podcast. I'm really excited today because I've got the opportunity to have one of my original ambassadors on with me today. Mia, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome, Josh. Thanks for having me.
So Mia, where I'd like to start with you is how old are you and where do you dance?
I am 11 years old and I dance at Will Sabin Dance Academy.
And how long have you been dancing for?
9 years.
9 years. Wow, that's a really long time. So tell me, what is it about dance that you really love?
I love that I get to perform on stage and I get to meet new friends every competition.
And can you share with us a little bit about what your favourite dance style is?
I love all styles, but I love lyrical and Broadway.
Oh, fantastic. And what do you have a particular routine that you're working on or have worked on that really stood out to you that you loved?
I'm working on a new Broadway for America and I really love that dance.
So tell me, what is it you enjoy most about dance?
I love to dance with my friends and I love to meet new people and it just makes me happy.
So there are a lot of talented and incredible dancers out there. Can you share with us a little bit about who inspires you and maybe why?
I love the Dance Life show right now and Paris Cav inspires me because she's insane.
Now, obviously, being a seasoned performer, you've done a lot of dances and I've seen you at competitions and I've seen you clean up and I've seen you win. Out of all the routines you've ever done, what's your favourite and why?
My favourite performance is Life of the Party because I love expressing myself on stage and I love Broadway jazz.
And who choreographed that for you?
Mr. Will Sabin.
Now, with all of the dancing and the rehearsing and the comps that you do, how do you manage to find time to balance your schoolwork with all the dance?
I'm really lucky because I go to a sports school, which I get to dance at school, but I have to juggle dance and schoolwork at the same time, so...
And that can be difficult, can't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say you're pretty lucky to be able to go to a sports school that lets you focus on dance and your schoolwork, so that's pretty good. So I'd ask you this, what are some of the biggest challenges that you've faced in dancing so far?
My biggest obstacle was I changed schools and dance studios, so I had a bit of anxiety about that, and that kind of put me off some things, but I did have a broken arm.
Now, was there anything specific that you did to help you overcome your anxiety with all those changes?
I had support of dance friends and dance mums and dance teachers.
Oh, that's lovely. It's fantastic to hear when people are all banding together to help you get through something challenging, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, getting more into the practical side of dance, are there any, say, dance moves or tricks that you find particularly challenging that you've had to work at to get?
Probably my front aerial. I had lots of help on it and it took me a while to get. And my side aerial, I got it, but I lost it for a few years until I got it back up to strength. Now,
having those struggles getting your front aerial and your side aerial, who helped you get back to achieving that again and kind of nailing it?
Miss Kate from EAA.
So when you're dancing and you're performing at like a comp or a concert or something like that, what are the emotions that you're trying to get the audience to feel?
I want them to feel amazed and I want them to understand the story that I'm dancing to.
Yeah, okay. And is there anything that you feel you do in particular while you're on stage to make them feel that way?
I show my expressions and I show it through my moves.
Well, while we're on this topic, can you tell me a little bit about your experience with dance competitions? Which ones have you been to? How did you perform? Those sorts of things.
Probably my favourite competition, which I'm new to, is Hollywood Bounds, is because it's actually like a proper judging panel and it has like 3 judges and 2 judges, but normally just like normal competitions have 1 judge. And I've been to like Shine Bright and Talent Tribe and Ritz and Glitz. Those competitions I love because they're all good.
Now, I've been at a few of those competitions while you've been there, and I've seen you get firsts and seconds and like win all the time. So can you tell me a little bit about what it feels like to be a champion dancer?
It feels good. It feels like you have achieved your goals of being a dancer, and I really want to have a career of being a dancer and like dancing on cruise ships and going into grad, and I've always wanted to do that.
Well, while we're on that, about what your goals and your career you'd like to be, can you expand on that? Tell us a little bit more about that.
As I said, I want to do grad and I want to go on cruise ships and dance. And another one, I want to travel the world and dance. But I want to be on Broadway.
And have you thought very much about what that feeling is going to be like that first time you walk out on the stage on Broadway?
I think it'll feel exciting, and I'll feel like I've just succeeded a goal.
And how does mum and dad feel about this? Do they support you in all of these adventures that you're going on?
Yes, they do. They do everything that they can do to support me.
And what are some of the things they do for you?
They take me to all my classes and they stay up really late at night and they get up really early in the morning just to take me to dance lessons or take me to competitions.
So other than dancing, are there any other activities, like creative activities, that you like to do, and why?
No, not really. I dance every day and I don't really get time to do some free time.
Wow, that's really amazing. I mean, the fact that you've decided to be so committed at such a young age is super impressive. So my next question to you then is, how do you manage to stay motivated dancing all the time? There's got to be days where you just don't want to do it. And what do you tell yourself, or what do you do to make yourself go and do it anyway?
I tell myself that I've loved dancing. I've done it since I was 2 and I want a career in dance.
All right, so just before we wrap up then, I guess my final question to you is, what advice would you give to other kids, or even maybe some adults who are just starting dancing? What's the advice that you would give them?
Never give up. When you want to do something, commit to it.
Wow, I honestly don't know what to say to that answer. I think that is a super mature, it's just a flawless answer as far as I'm concerned. So, Mia, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today. I've really enjoyed having you here.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in to another JRD Dance Media Podcast. If you'd like to come on to the podcast, simply head to jrddancemedia.com, fill out that form, and I'll talk to you soon.